After watching this video, you will never complain about lack of leads in your real estate business again. Why? Because I'm here to give you 21 proven strategies that you can use to generate quality leads, not just any lead, quality leads for your real estate business. These are strategies that have been tested in the field and they have proven to work. If you implement them, they will work for you. Now, why is it important for us to generate leads? It is important because just like sales is the lifeblood of your business, without sales, you are not in business. Lead is the lifeblood of your sales. Without leads, you cannot make any sale. You won't close any deal. That is why it is critically important for you to generate leads, for you to prospect every day so that you have plenty leads in your sales funnel. Because the more quality leads you have, the more the probability that you will convert some of them into paying clients. Now, what are the strategies that you can implement in order to generate leads? Let's start with a low-hanging fruit. Number one is to leverage your sphere of influence. You can call it SOI, sphere of influence. Who are those in your sphere of influence? These are people you know personally or professionally. Your former colleagues, your former classmates, people in the same association with you, people in the same club with you. You go to the same worship center with these people. They belong to one group or the other with you. These are people in your sphere of influence. Why do we say they are in your sphere of influence? It is because they know you. They probably like you and trust you. And when they trust you, all they want is for you to communicate value to them. If you can tell them how your properties can increase their money and help them to build wealth, they will be willing to do business with you. So how can you begin to generate this kind of leads? You already have them in your contact list. What you need to do is to bring out a pen and a paper, or you can use your digital notebook. Write down not less than 50 names and phone numbers of people in your sphere of influence and begin to reach out to them. Like I said earlier, this strategy has been tested and it works. Leverage your sphere of influence because you have relational equity with them. They will be willing to do business with you if you are able to communicate value to them. Strategy number two is to collaborate with your colleagues. Now, one will be saying, why should I collaborate with my colleague? My colleague is looking for the same thing I'm looking for. Yes, you don't have access to the people your colleagues have access to. You don't live in the same city with your colleague. Maybe you live in Abuja. Your colleague lives in Lagos. You can reach out to them. You don't really have access to most properties in those cities where you don't live. So you can collaborate with your colleagues who live in those cities and then co-list properties. Then you split commission. How can you begin to collaborate with your colleagues? Begin to network. When you go to events where you meet a lot of your colleagues, begin to ask questions, meet people, introduce yourself. Oh, which city are you coming from? Oh, I stay in this city. How can we work together? Can you give me your business card? Let's see what we can do together. And later on, you follow up with a call, with chat, and then build relationship with them such that anytime they need properties in your city, they will reach out to you. Then you do business and split commission. Now, talking about commission, one of the things you must make sure you do is to discuss how you are going to split the commission before you close the deal, whether it is 50-50 or 60-40 or 70-30 or 80-20. However you want to split it, make sure the terms and conditions attached to this deal is clear to both of you. But that is the strategy number two. Collaborate with your colleagues in the industry. Strategy number three is to connect with professionals in other industries. There are people who are already doing business with the kind of people you want to do business with. So the question you should ask yourself is, who are the people currently doing business with the people I want to do business with? If you ask that question, you will see industries will begin to pop up in your head. You will see professionals begin to come up in your head. Good thing, some of them are already in your circle. Some of them you have their phone numbers. You can start reaching out to them. Now, Who are these people you should be reaching out to? Because you don't want to be reaching out to every professional. Who are the people you should be reaching out to that have access to the kind of client you want to do business with? You can connect with finance professionals, bankers, investment bankers, insurance managers, investment managers, wealth managers, people that help people to invest and manage their wealth. You want to be close to this set of people because they already have access to the kind of people you want to do business with. And they advise these people, and because they have been helping these people to make more money to grow their wealth, they are likely to listen to them if they ask them to invest in real estate. So you want to connect with them. How can you connect with them? Look out for industry programs like those in the banking sector. They usually have their industry programs. Those that are accountants, these are another set of people you should be looking out for. Accountants. Every HNI has one accountant or the other that help them to manage their finances. So you want to build relationship with these people. So when they have their industry programs like ICANN, they usually have their annual programs. Lawyers, they usually have their annual programs. I think bankers too, they usually have their annual programs. So you want to look out for these programs. If it entails you making payments to attend, please make payments to attend, network, get phone numbers, and follow up after the program. And you begin to build relationship from there. And you never can tell which one will give you the breakthrough you are looking for. And that's strategy number 3. Strategy number 4 is to organize a private housewarming party for your clients. Now, this is not for everybody. This is for those who have been closing deals. Maybe you just sold a house and your client is moving in. Please offer to organize a little, just small private housewarming party for the person and their friends. Why does this work? It works because when you are organizing something like this, they will call their friends, their likes. And these are the kind of people you want to connect with. When they call them, let's say you sold the property and you made some money. It doesn't take much. Take 20% of that your commission to organize this housewarming party for them. Then you can do something like branded souvenirs. You can do something like anything at all that has your company logo on it, so that when these friends come in, you give them something and they will give you an opportunity to talk about real estate, to talk about your investment advisory and how you can help them to invest. Because you've helped their friend, their family member to invest rightly, they will be willing to collect your phone number and reach out to you so that you can also help them. So private housewarming party works. It is something that those high flyers that you respect in the real estate sales industry do every time, and it is helping them to close more deals. Strategy number 5 is content creation. Too many real estate professionals only post content that speaks to properties. That is, they only post property flyers, property videos. They don't do anything educational. You need to start educating your client through content creation. If you don't know how to do videos, AI is here now to help you in video creation. In fact, if you check this YouTube channel, you will see a couple of contents that teaches you how to leverage AI to create content, even as an introvert. Start creating content. And if you don't want to create video content, you can do text content. Just write something. It could be something like 3 things you must know before investing in off-plan properties. 5 things to consider before buying land in Lagos. All those kind of topics, it makes people to pause and read. And when they read and they see what you post as valuable content, they will likely reach out to you, ask you more questions, and then you close them. That is the benefit of creating content. Another benefit is that content creation is a way of you nurturing your leads. There are people you reached out to in the past, they didn't buy. They were waiting for the money to arrive. They are still waiting for the right time to buy. If you begin to create content, you are nurturing them. So while they are waiting for that money to come, you are telling them that you are still here. So they check your status, they see that you are educating them. They check your social media platforms, they see that you are educating them. That will keep you top of their mind because they see you every time. Out of sight is out of mind. So start creating content. Don't just post flyers and property videos. Start creating content to educate your real estate prospective clients, and that will help you to close more deals. Strategy number 6 is tell back end stories. A lot of people don't tell stories. People can forget everything you said, but they hardly forget the story you tell. They might even forget the headline of that story, but they will not forget the idea behind that story. That is why it is important for you to tell story, because people can forget every other thing, but they will not forget the story. What are the kind of stories you should be telling? You should be telling stories about how you service your clients. You should be telling stories about how you investigate developers. You should be telling stories about how you helped a client to avoid being scammed in real estate. Don't exaggerate. Don't lie. Tell pure stories about what is happening in your real estate business. People connect with stories. By the time they connect with stories, they will reach out to you, and that will likely lead to a business. Start telling stories. It helps you to generate leads. That is another strategy that you can explore. So this video is getting too long. I don't want it to be too long. So look out for part 2. Part 2, we will start with strategy number 7. I will see you in the part 2 of the 21 proven strategies that will help you to generate quality leads in your real estate business. See you in part 2. Ciao, ciao.